Alright, let's get her going. Alright. So, welcome back. We're back to 6.2, day 2. We're gonna try and get the raid tier done, the new raid tier. And I think that's pretty much it for 6.2. I'll have to check the notes again. Bark! Hello. Yeah, I gotta check the notes again. Oh yeah, of course you can't hear it. Desktop audio is muted. And I think I'm in the right place. Yeah, I'm in the right place. Bork is muted, yeah. Well, it comes through my desktop audio, unfortunately, and that's playing things right now. So let me just move over. So we can hear Borks. Just have to wait for the game capture to capture. There it goes. Now you can hear the Borks. There it is. There's that Bork. Alright, so yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of people running around with this, this chest piece. This is the new Savage tier armor. And it looks better than just about every other armor set in the game. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at this effect on the back here. That's crazy. And the weapons as well are really crazy. I don't think... I haven't actually seen them. No, okay, that's the Shadowbringers relic. Actually, before I get into this, let's go over to Razadhan. There's two things I want to do, actually, because there's one thing I forgot to do yesterday when I was in Eureka. I noticed something, and I forgot to follow up on it. But the other thing I want to check is the new stuff that you can get in Razadhan, or the trade-ins, which I should be able to see, even though I haven't done the quest yet. I think it should still be in this. So we should be able to preview stuff. Is it this one? Oh, that's a good question, actually. What's this look like? What's the Barbaricho weapons look like? That's pretty cool looking. No effects, because it's not the crafted version, of course. Ooh. I like these. These are pretty cool. What's the book look like? Alright, pretty solid. It's a book. Is what it usually is. Ooh, that's a cool saber design. I like that. Yeah, all these are pretty good. I'm a big fan. Oh, and then the sage weapon as well. I want to see. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. That's not where I have to go for raid stuff. Raid stuff I have to go over here? Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Relic of Asphodelos, I think. Is that right? No, this is the... That's the old stuff. Is this... Nope, that's still the old stuff. Oh, Relic of Abyssos. Okay. This is what we're looking for. Oh wait, this is just the regular raid armor. Oh fuck, that's right, because there is no such thing as Savage raid armor. What the fuck am I talking about? Anybody can get this shit. Oh my god. That's odd. That's a giant circle behind me. I don't think it's that large for other people. I think it's just because I'm tiny. That's amazing. Yeah, I guess the only difference between the Savage set would be that you can dye it. But let's see the tank set here, just so I can show off how good this looks. Oh, I forgot the pants. Look at that. This is not a relic armor set like the elemental armor from Eureka. This is a regular raid armor set, like the Alexander set, like the Omega sets, like all the sets before them, and this is what you get. Holy shit. That's incredible. And they're all this good. Like, let's take a look at... Well, the maiming is going to be the same because it's the Dragoon set. But you can see it's a little bit different. It doesn't have the cape. But let's take a look at the striking set. Like, look at that shit. My head's empty. There's a flame in there. It's crazy. It's the, Yeah, I got like little flames coming out of my shoulders. Like, this is incredible. Like, it looks so good. And it's so fairly easy to get. Like, there's the ninja set. It looks like this. I'll skip the arms and legs because you get the idea. I don't think they're much different. Yeah, no. Like, that's amazing. Here's the casting set. That's sick as hell. Like, that just looks so good. Now, of course, you can't dye it because it's not the Savage type. Hello, Toaster. We're just going through the new raid armor, which we're gonna go through the new raid tier tonight. But this is the new armor sets that you can obtain, and they look really good. So good that I'm kind of shocked you can actually like just get them for doing a raid. It is kind of weird that my hair clips through this, though. That's a bit disappointing. But also, it's FF14, and they have lots of problems with hair clipping. Doesn't look terrible, but it is kind of funny. I think you just not use the headpiece and use the body piece, and there's still flames coming out of it. It's amazing. Then, of course, the healer set is very similar. And I can't... Yeah, I can't see the Savage stuff yet, so I can't show off the weapons. But I'll be able to do that once I beat the raid tier. Because then I should have access to them if it's anything like the other raid tier. But before we go there, there's one more thing I want to do. And that is to go check out a market board. Because I saw something in Eureka. Somebody had a particular weapon set that I'd never seen before, and I think it's a brand new addition. Because I think they actually updated some of the primal weapons. I think I saw a Titania weapon with a special effect. So let's take a look. Let's search for... which ones do I want to see first? Let's see Gunbreaker. Well, actually, no. Let's see... Fuck it, we'll just look for Arcanist stuff. Yep, there it is. Phase Crown Grimoire. These must be super expensive. Yep. Over 1 million gil, unsurprisingly. But as you can see, it's got its effect. It's actually a really nice effect. I probably wouldn't use this on Summoner, but I could definitely see myself using this on Scholar. What's the Scholar one look like? Yeah, mostly the same. But like, this would be a perfect weapon for Scholar. This fits right in with Scholar. But the one that I saw was the, yeah, this one. This axe, which is a great design. I think that's the only thing they've added. I think they just did the Titania stuff, but I mean, the fact that they did it all is amazing in and of itself. What's this look like? Ooh, okay. What's this shield look like? What's the effect on the shield? Oh yeah. 2 wings. Like, those are really nice. And is there a Gunbreaker one? There is a Gunbreaker one. Hell yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't think... Did they add any... No, okay, they didn't add any of the other ones. They didn't do it for Dancer. They did it for Gunbreaker, but not Dancer. That's very odd. Wait, never mind. That's because it's level syncing. There we go. Fuck am I talking about? They absolutely did it for Dancer. Oh my god, those are rad as fuck. Oh shit, they're really good. And they're all so expensive. Unsurprisingly. That's really, really cool. I don't think it would be something... Like, I could see using, like, all of the healer weapons for Titania. Probably wouldn't be the best to... Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting wing design. Wouldn't really be something I would see using on the DPS classes. Well, that's actually pretty sick. So that's pretty cool. I like that focus a lot. It's just straight up butterfly. That's really nice. Fuck. But like, if you look at the White Mage one, I bet the White Mage one is really nice. Yep, that's pretty cool. I was expecting the wings to actually fan out a little bit more. But that is still pretty rad. What about the Astrologian one? Ooh, I like that a lot. I was wondering how they were going to do the wing effects for Astrologian, but that's super cool. Damn. I wouldn't use it over the gumball, though. I love the gumball. That's pretty rad. What's the Sage weapon look like? Oh, they didn't make... Oh, no, wait. Hang on. Gotta check the new level. Oh, they didn't make one for Sage. That's a shame. Don't think there's, yeah. It's just these ones still. Which kind of sucks, but it's also... That's how they do the expansion classes. They don't make old weapons for them. Yeah, same with Reaper. Still though, that's really, really good. Oh, that's a really good samurai weapon as well. Damn. Just leveled half the city because you saw a couple spiders. This game is wild. What game are you playing? That doesn't sound familiar to me at all. Oh, you're playing EDF5. That's what you're playing. That's right, because you showed that to me on the Humble Bundle. Yeah, EDF is an amazing series. It's just, it's a complete fucking... There's no level of like realism taken. They just go completely ham, and I love it. What's the Dark Knight one look like? I'm not gonna play Dark Knight, but it does have cool weapons. Ooh, okay. Not super crazy with the wing placement on that, but it's still pretty cool. I'm just kind of looking at all of them now. What's the monk one look like, actually? That's a good question. Okay, that one's not bad. Eugalis. Ooh, yeah, those are cool. Pretty cool. Probably not going to use them over what I have, but still cool. We got for ninja. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, that's a great bow. That's a phenomenal bow. That reminds me a lot of the Garuda bard weapon. Because of the wings that come out like that. Because if you look at... Spine of the Vortex... You can see the wings come out in like exactly the same spot. And this was my favorite bard weapon for a long time before I got the Heaven's Word Relic. Machinist weapon. Okay, interesting. They put the wings out like towards the nasty end of the weapon. Okay, I'm not entirely against that. I think it's all of them, right? Yeah. But yeah, I don't remember seeing anything about that in the patch notes. So that's super duper cool. And I've done Titania Extreme, so I could theoretically arm that for mats. Mind you, I just do it unsynced anyways, but I do know... Well, it's at level 80, so even unsynced, you'd still have to know the mechanics. Or at least the early ones. Okay. Now that's enough farting around. I'm looking at cool stuff. Let's kick this raid tier off. I don't actually know how long this is going to take. I forget how long it took for me to do the first raid tier. So this could wrap up in like 2 hours, and then we just kind of have to figure out what to do next. There's a very real possibility that will happen. I wonder what the new raid mount is. I wonder if anyone has it. I'm sure people have it already. It's been... Came out on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days since it came out. Oh, that's horrifying. What the fuck is that? What? Okay. What do you got for me? What's this discovery you have for me? Lance, I've made a breakthrough. After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say... Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah, yes, of course. My apologies, Lance. Being consumed by my research for so long, I'm afraid I have quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. That's... I know some people in academia. That's real. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning, with a crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for deliverance from Pandemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creations under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beast and powerful mage. I do remember. Fortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions Themis and Erichthonios was sufficient to restore order to one of these circles of Asphodelos, but the greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandemonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. Did I say shrouded? That's not a word. Shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? That about sums it up. Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole. And indeed, ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. Oh. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us, or will Lance grace us with his protection? I'm afraid he has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Rousseau, which is a complete guess as to how that name is pronounced. Namely, to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandemonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can but travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion in case there are unanticipated changes. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you to remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. You can't mean, do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why, yes, that would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I have already commissioned a ship and a pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. Well then. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard. Much as it spoke only to you last time, none but the professor has been able to capture its ethereal yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve this puzzle on his own. Surely after some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. The search for this crystal seemed to be a simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return, I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you, Lance, it may be best to return to Pandemonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? There is something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandemonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being consigned to their shackles. If we know anything about the ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. Ah, brilliant. Delving into these records may shed light on the creatures Lance has yet to encounter, if your theory proves correct, that is. While there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing toward blindly with only his strength to carry today. For your own sake as well as ours, please unearth what information you can. That sounds like a good plan. I would like to know a little bit more about the things I'm fighting. Alright, here we go. Back to Elpis. We have to go over there, that's right. I remember to turn to my tombstone, shit. I said I couldn't forget that last time, and then I did. I mean, I have lots of time to do it. I think it's until the next patch to do it, which is going to be 4 months. So, given when this came out, what, it was September, October, November. Wait, is the next patch coming out at Christmas? It would be about that time if it's exactly 4 months. So unless they take a break for Christmas, which I don't know if they will. Interesting. Seek records of Pandemonium's creations. Master Themis has finished perusing the very same. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. I forget, but I believe this guy is Elidibus. He's just going by Themis. Or Themis, however it's pronounced. I think they kind of made that clear at the beginning, but it's been 4 months. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandemonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Ericthonios' capacity to keep watch over Asphodelos while I'm away. He works diligently to master internment, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I attend to another matter. More idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come, he's agreed to meet us near the Naeus to Pandemonium. Is that supposed to say Nexus, or is that another word entirely? It's very possible. I have to fly all the way over there. Wouldn't be the first new word this game has taught me. Yeah, what are my tombstones at? I have to spend both. I mean, you end up getting so many poetics in Eureka that I'm kind of... I think I've run out of things to spend tombstones on. Or poetics on, specifically. I gotta spend the tombstones of astronomy. I believe also you can now get the material that you use to upgrade the radiant weapons. Now you don't have to do Savage for them. I believe now you can just do... I forget if it's a Goliath or if it's something else. Which I have not done a Goliath at all. Speaking of Eureka, though, I have... I've made it to Hydatos. I haven't gone into Hydatos yet because I want to get my relic for Pyros finished first. Which means I just have to do a bunch of Notorious Monster quests. And then I have to fight the big fate in Pyros one more time because I've already done it once. But I need a bunch more Pyros crystals. I also need... Fuck, that's right. It's tied to Logos actions as well. I have to get a lot more of the... whatever the fuck they're called. The things that you use to get Logo actions, or Logos actions. That, I'm going to have to figure out how to farm those properly. Because I think I'm short of 30 to get the last step. As I pondered our expedition into Pandemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperos and Ericthonios were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looks to his father with bald hatred. I totally forgot that Ericthonios was La Habrea's son. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions toward a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude toward my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself. It is more or less accepted. It is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandemonium seem to view La Habrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There were many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to a member of the Words of La Habrea. It's been so long since I've done, like, reading of lines, I have to slow down. My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandemonium and wish to know of its origins. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. Just because it would be easier to ferry the monsters that way? You can just chuck them over the edge? The facility is overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first I thought it to be simply a matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could be easily ushered into their new homes. That's exactly the point I just made. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the wards of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot but feel that the Academia Nider would have been a more fitting locale. What does Elpis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, and one we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you've surmised, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were sent from Elpis. Yet as the years passed, interests changed. Failures in the creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandemonium's researchers. That is quite the change, and in fact it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be the subject of research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the Chief Keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandemonium's resources were being misused, it would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? I know not what you're suggesting, but the Keywards also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master La Habrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit of late their communication has been somewhat sporadic. We but recently received a report from one of the Keywards stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls. Really? And you are certain that a Keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communications suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Well, who fucking was it? Okay, we're not going to ask that question? Really? Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my prying. And I shall take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for longer than is necessary. So we're going to find out who that was, right? All is well. A blatant lie, and to that we can both attest. One of the remaining Keywards is most certainly in league with the party behind us. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. We really need to know who sent that. That's kind of priority number one. I wonder if we'll ever get this thing as a mount. The hippie. It shares the horse skeleton, so shouldn't be hard to rig it up to all the existing riding animations. I cannot guess as to why this false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill, as does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more keyword to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Erchthonios at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope that no harm has befallen him. I don't remember the trailer well enough, but I think Erchthonios might be one of the bosses? I'd have to double check. Whoops. Apologies. Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? What the fuck is that? That's like something out of Berserk. Or Full Metal Alchemist. What the fuck? There's something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature, a familiar of the Phoenix, but that monster is locked away. That it is, in spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form if you must, but birth control? That's not what that says at all. But with control of Asphodelos wrested from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, there is no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course, the wisdom of La Habrea, your father. And how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I have heard these words many times. Or heard those words many times. The scolding of a tutor whose students struggled to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I have not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Habrea. At last you moved to keep up. Pity that you remain behind nevertheless. Uh-oh. What? As ever you are, always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. Oh, I have to click. That it was going automatically. And though fate deigned to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment. Ah, there's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What? What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What are you... Oh, I thought you would turn him into a monster. Uninvited guests join our reunion. It seems fortune no longer favors you. Oh, okay. Emma stopped him. God, I love that book. Best summoner weapon. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. That's me. So these are the heroes who brought Hesperos low, even as power divine flowed through his veins. It is plain there are worthier subjects to contend with. Well, unsurprisingly, La Habrea is behind this. Pretty much everybody saw that coming, but nice to know that is the case. Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. Excuse me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There's but one person who can hold thrall over familiar, creation and keyword alike. Does it start with L? Masks of the Father? Is that a reference to Sins of the Father? I think it is. Whoa. Still love that song. And so there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was the driving force behind this chaos from the start. There is logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal. That's a confusing sentence. To even consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation and the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him with the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve as veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the La Habrea I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he's capable of this? Yeah. I do. He fused himself with another Ashian. La Habrea is capable of far more than you know. He did some wild shit. Is he? So you believe La Habrea to be a man of few scruples if it brings his goals closer in his reach? That alone should be enough, but let me assure you, La Habrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be the one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Or cannot believe. Is that what I said? I forget. I just read the words. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seemed guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. But it's a discomforting for a second, but that's not what it said. Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Habrea, or whomever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandemonium. We can safely assume the other key wards won't greet us with open arms. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos one careful step at a time. I shall stay by Ericdonios' side in case our enemies think to target him again. Could I trouble you to take the vanguard? Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the keyword's magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scales somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. I do not weigh a lot, but I am dense. All FLs are dense. It's all the evil in them. First one unlocked. Yep. The 5th circle. Here we go. Well, I say here we go. We're going to have to wait in queue for like 15 minutes. Yeah, 9 minutes. Not so bad. Alright, what's this say? With the identity of Pandemonium's assailant, while the identity of Pandemonium's assailant is yet unknown, Ericdonios makes no effort to hide his doubts concerning La Habrea, who he suspects is using the infernal prison for private experimentation. As if to confirm the warder's suspicions, a familiar appears in the halls of Asphodelos, claiming to be none other than the chief key ward himself. The creature mocks you with cryptic warnings before vanishing, leaving naught but questions in its wake. Your answers beckon from the shadow of Abyssos, daring brave souls to seek them out. The Caustic Purgatory. Jesus. That sounds fun. We go a little closer? No, we could always go this close. I think. Usually they change the raid area for the next raid tier. Maybe they'll do that, but they haven't done it yet. Because I think with Eden they didn't change it until the end of the raid tier. So that might be the case. Or maybe not. Maybe they just don't see any reason to change this. Which is fair. I don't know why it would change at all. Alright. While we're waiting. That's not where I want to go. That's not what I want to do at all. Let's head to... Where would I turn in the tombstones? Let's try Old Charlian first, and then if it's not Old Charlian, I'll go to Razadhan. I could probably find online where to do it, but... Let's see. See if there's anything here. I don't really spend much time in Old Charlian, to be honest. Spend more time in pretty much every other city. think there's many more. Oh, that's right. There's an armor set you can buy with nuts now. With the sacks of nuts. Yeah, these things. Full plate armor, armoire proprietor. What is this? Oh, is this just the regular... Oh, that popped fast. All right. Okay, this is where to get the basic level 80 stuff. Okay. Never mind, don't gotta wait long at all. Alright, what do we got? What's going on in here? Oh, that's concerning. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Cool. Oh, this fucking slaps. Oh, soaking. Music team. What have you done? What the fuck is that? Proto carbuncle? Oh my god. What a coincidence that I also have a carbuncle. Oh, this is awkward. God damn. I mean, my carbuncle's cute, but that'd be pretty handy. Oh, son of a bitch, we have 3 summoners. I'll go last. If I'm alive. Goddamn summoners. That looks bad. I don't know what that is. Okay. That's a lot. Ruby glow. Oh, what the fuck? Do I want to be over here? I think I did that right? I'm not entirely sure what that was. No pass stones, alright. Is his horns gonna change color? What does that mean? Got like a magic symbol on it, but I don't know what the deal with that is. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it only fires... It's like... It's trapped within that cell. Oh, this is gonna get complicated. I can already feel it. I still don't know what that staff symbol means. Alright, I guess this is my turn to do Searing Lights. I don't think the other summoner did their Searing Light at all. Oh. Nah, I clipped that GCD, unfortunately. I just used fucking Divine Aegis twice, or Radiant Aegis twice. What is happening? Oh, I have a great view for this. Oh, never mind. What happens when it breaks the cage? Oh no! Oh dear. Okay. Cool. Feasts upon the lively bait, sating its hunger. Oh boy, it's about to get complicated. That was a treat. Simply a taste of what we were about to encounter. I still don't know what that magic symbol means. Still confused on that one. Venom scroll. Ray damage? Nope. Okay, okay. Like a bunch of AoEs you gotta manage, that's fine. Oh, that's a stack. Fuck. That's okay, everyone else saw it. I didn't hear the stack marker sound in time. Yeah, Sonic Howl's the ray damage. That one I know. Okay, Searing Light is still up. Okay. Interesting. It's still going. What does that mean? Do I want to avoid that? Oh, I do. I absolutely do. I didn't make it. Oh, but I lived, though. Uh-oh. No, that's not good. No, that's definitely not good. He's eating me. I'm getting bored. I'm inside the monster. What the fuck is happening? Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, he ate a bunch of us. Oh, yep, okay. That was instant death. Okay, interesting. Don't get hit by that. Or he eats you. Didn't expect that one. That caught me off guard, gonna be honest. Oh, what the shit is going on? Okay, okay. Very interesting. Oh, shit. Okay, we're doing okay so far. I'm still a little bit confused as to what the mechanics are. I still don't get the symbol. I've not figured that out. Want to be over here. Oh no! Okay, Searing Light, I get it. It bounced off the wall. Got it, got it. Song is great. How do they hit every single time? Oh, fuck me. Safe? Yeah. Oh, I'm staying over here. Not at that time. Okay, okay. I think we got this. Doesn't seem too difficult. This on Savage is going to be something else. I can already feel it. What is... Wait, Topaz Cluster. What is that? Oh, that's when he does multiple. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Did I make it? I did. I saw at the last second there was another one in there. Whoop. Yeah, now he has... I still don't understand what this marker means. These floating staffs. I'm still totally lost on that. Yeah, where's that? Where's that Dragoon LD? LD. Almost done. We got him. Not too shabby. Interesting fight. I feel like I missed something with the staff icons, but besides that, the mechanics were fairly straightforward. I figured out what was going on pretty quickly. Everything made sense. Good, that's still working. Excellent. I haven't seen the Lalafell like joy emote for a while. I'll give it to that healer. And then I will need on all of this. See if I actually get lucky. I'm not rolling super well. We'll see. Alright, there's new tombstone gear. Fuck, I gotta check that out. I didn't go look at it while I was in Radzan Han. One piece of gear or gear enhancing material obtainable per week. Ah, I see. I got a ring. Alrighty then. I'll take the accessory because I need those anyways. Those are my weakest pieces of gear. Although I don't know if one of those is enough. I don't think it is. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Eric Donios and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Show yourself. Oh shit! It's him! It's the guy. The man himself. Red mask holder? Come on, I know who that is. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long, but I believe we can forego introductions, unless I've misread you. You didn't have a beard last time. You shaved when you became an Ashian. La Brea. I'm tempted to say, am I supposed to know who you are, but I have history with this fuck. Passably perceptive. Yes, I am La Habrea of the Convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. What is this? You inflicted me with the heavy debuff, you bastard. Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether and an unfamiliar composition besides. Which is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. Yeah, I'm not even at full power. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Ericthonios' wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother, you would dare hide behind her name? I was going to guess that it was his mom, but thankfully he cleared that up. Listen well, Ericthonios. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. Mother? That's not even a word. You have allies. You have your allies for protection. So what harm is there in hearing me out? It's been a while since we've heard this theme. Ericthonios, wait! There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. That's not his real name. His real name's Elidibus. Gotcha. I have my answer. The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the convocation. It would never suffer its denigration. Don't know what that means. You sully his station with this farce. It's not him. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. Or Themis. Still don't know how to pronounce that. What? Whoa, shit, what the fuck? Okay. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? So that's the real La Habrea. So who the hell is this? Imposter. You have no right to claim that form, that mask. Oh, this is some fucking... This is some shenanigans. Who the fuck is this? Who are you? Where are your eyebrows? What? Who? It was a mask that sickened me to wear. The Mask of La Habrea. Stop putting his name as La Habrea. We know it's not him. The Mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right, and any worth you may have hinges on what you so despise, or that which you so despise. Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Ericthonios, listen well. I am Hephaestus. Or Hephaestus. And it is I whom you should call father. What the fuck is going on? I mean, I see the resemblance, but... Huh? What in the name of creation? We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return to safety so you may provide it. That sounds more like the La Habrea I know. This is weird. This is weird. What is going on? It's weird just to see Elidibus and La Habrea as people hanging out. You were such a pain in my ass in the source. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habrea said, I am Melitibus, one of the convocation and emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. I already knew. I had a feeling. I know a thing or two about deception myself. Yeah, I don't think this guy knows the truth, does he? I don't think we told him. Because he thinks I'm still a familiar. I'm gonna go with this one. It is reassuring to hear. The burdens we bear are heavy enough without adding a grudge to their weight. It's reassuring to hear that I might be lying to you? Okay. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please help him. Save him. What? Okay. Ignoring that. As you are aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Dezem and I detected irregularities in Pandemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I am sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azem nor I have ever met you in the flesh, you came with his highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world a guiding star so similar to himself was out there amused Azem to no end. There is not a shade of doubt in his heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Fana, who held the position of Azem previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. So he knows something's up. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Okay, how much do you know, I wonder? Very curious. That for sure. And talk to La Habrea. I see Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company. Such a vexing composition of ether you possess. Go fuck yourself. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea, and truth be told, I'd hoped we would never again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea, and why is he the spitting image of your younger self? That's what he looked like? That was supposed to be him? That was supposed to be a young La Habrea? What? I don't see the resemblance at all. I find it hard to believe that you only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Excuse me. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I guess now that I look at them, maybe. It's hard to tell. I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azem and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time that was. Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the key wards stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestus' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning. I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation. Not without good reason, at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. 'Tis not the name I was born with. Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. Don't do this. Don't tell me that he's the darkness to your light. Don't tell me you fucking Ventus to yourself. Don't tell me that. I'm begging you not to tell me that. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way. Yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of an experimentation gone awry, a reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. Or irreparably. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster into our star. As chief key ward of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. That is not unreasonable. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? That part I forgot. I forgot there were other people in there. That's much more unreasonable. Tis a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandemonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. And as you can see by Erichthonios' response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that, as Em and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. 'Twas the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief key ward must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No. You've spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Lance has stood against. Sup? Can you tell that I hate your guts just from a glance? Lance, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? He's the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to his stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Lance. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. Did he say as an outsider? I think I might have accidentally get a word there. I have to say La Habrea can't be trusted. There's no way the Warrior of Light has given up on this grudge, even though La Habrea has been dead for quite a while. La Habrea can't be trusted. Not a chance. Agreed. We still know next to nothing about Hephaestus, and I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Asphodelos. He must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity of Elidibus the Emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even La Habrea would be compelled to listen. Me? Act as the person I'm supposed to be and do my job? No. Impossible. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judged that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mythic creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Lance's might and Erichthonios' resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. That's because he is filled with anger. And you are even more tedious than I remember. Lance, come find me when you're finished. I'm getting Fortuno flashbacks. Erichthonios is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Am I going to play therapist? I am absolutely not qualified for that. But I'll do it. Why'd you have to come all the way back here? You just gone into a corner or something? Alright, what do you got? What's your issue? You do have my gratitude, ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? We didn't fight that. Have we? I don't think we did. First one was Erichthonios, second one was the Hippocampus. Third one was Phoenix. Fourth one was Hephaestus. What the fuck am I even looking at? I can't even parse, like, where this creature starts and ends. I assume the right part of it is its head, but... does it have a neck? Or is it just all jaw? What am I looking at? Okay. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywards did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Hephaestus has secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. While La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hephaestus would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. What do you think, Lance? Does the La Habrea you know have any regard for the lives of others? Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? He's always a man who worked from the shadows. He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. I'm probably going to go with that one. I have no idea what he might be like in this age. I'm going with he once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. Fuck him. No mercy. What would possess him to do that? Even for La Habrea, such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made known. I can't imagine how much your ally suffered. He lost the ability to use magic, which is pretty fucked. But it is plain that there is much to consider. Thank you, Lance. It is easy for me to get carried away by emotion when he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to La Habrea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssos. Although I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about those depths than any of us, seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford. Lance, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and may deign to help you at your suggestion. or help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. Do I have to run all the way back? Sure fucking do. Yeah, I don't think at any point during this raid series I'm gonna give anything but a hard time to La Habrea. You're the start of all this shit that happened in the source. Ericthonios appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azem. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I have ever seen. Even among the countless concepts I have observed. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand. Azem never ceases to surprise. The previous Azem was much the same, and taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter, the true danger of Azem's nature is its tendency to infect all those he comes into contact with. Emmett Selk said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however, only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can sense what creations lie within. The cheat keywords reach as far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred to the deeper circles. If Hephaestus would never allow you safe passage, he has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of hegemony? I think so. Hegemony, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her still, there is something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that's because she's already been twisted into a Hematheos, doubtless against her will. Hence, Themis, we must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Ericthonios. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. I can practically see the anime lightning bolt in between their eyes. The sixth circle, now accessible. Alright. What does this one look like? That's not what I should be using. La Habrea insists that the only way to save the star from the horrors lurking within Pandemonium is summary destruction. However, Themos and Ericthonios succeed in convincing the chief keyword to allow you a chance to prove the worth of another way. You are tasked with interring Hegemony, the keyword of Abyssos and a master of creation magics in her own right. Succeed in this, and you may continue your journey into the facility's deeper circles. Fail, and Pandemonium, along with its warders and creations, shall be reduced to nothing. Alright, well, let's try and trade in the tomestones while I still remember. Let's see if it pops early this time, or if I actually have to wait the full duration. Nope, popped early. Still lots of people doing this, unsurprisingly. I'm not going to complain about quick queues. What do we got? What the fuck is on the wall? That's, oh. Ah, you're the one I saw in the trailer. I see they reused the Savage Eden, Reen model. The one with the Resvelger. What the fuck? Okay. Prometheus Hegemony. Ooh. This Raid Tears fucking... This Raid Tears music is sick. God damn. Oh God, I love those vocals. Okay. You know what? The summoners. Etheric poly. I can't even say that word. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. Get it. I don't know who's on the vocals, but she's killing it. God, the music in this fucking raid tier is so good. Ow. Okay, you have to watch to see where she's pointing. Got it. Like I just didn't do there. It's chorus something or other. That's the raid damage. Okay. Oh, I'm going to be quickly adding this to the stream playlist. Oh, what was this? What do I have to do here? A parasite attaches itself to me. Oh. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. It's similar to that one boss in what is it? Ampador Keep, I think? The first one? One that everybody forgets the mechanics to and ends up making it impossible to avoid the AoEs. I have a feeling this is going to get shaken up somehow, but I'm not sure how. Oh, fuck. I missed several GCDs there, I think. Or did I? No, I didn't. Somehow. Got it. That's the raid damage. Didn't even hurt me? Oh, the Sage shielded me as well. Not an issue. No problem. God, this song slaps. Whoop. Guy did not turn away. This is only the second song, too. Like, the music in the first raid tier was, like, good, but this is a marked improvement. We've got vocals on the second fucking raid. Usually you save that kind of shit for the end. Well, actually, that's not true. Thinking to Alexander. Alexander kicked you right into vocals. Oh, what? Is this gonna reverse? What's going on here? It did. Okay. That was interesting. I think I see how it works there. Yep, I see how it works. They basically swap positions. Never mind. I got it, but I was standing in the wrong place anyways. I followed the other person and didn't think for myself. But I see how it works. It just swaps the positions of the two nexuses. I am indeed playing Summoner. Oh, that's not safe. This is safe though. You're watching level. Oh, fuck. I didn't see that. Now I can just summon primals. There's Titan over there. Level 90 Summoner is great. There's Garuda. Alright, we got this. This fight's pretty straightforward, all things considered. Once more with feeling. These are not swapping. And this way. Yeah, we got it. Easy. Not too shabby. Had some interesting mechanics. Fairly straightforward, just avoid the bad. Once you figure out the parasite thing, it's fairly straightforward. Not an issue. And a fucking banger of a song. Alright. Are you proud of me now, La Brea? Are you proud of your son? That dude back there is just naked. He's just not wearing anything. Just butt-ass naked. Okay. Sure. Let's save my ass. I can't roll on any of these. Yeah. Because I already got my piece for this week. Alright. We've won! The keyword is sealed away and alive this time. La Brea can't deny us now. I have a feeling he's about to do just that. No, wrong person. Ooh. That looks like a cool arena. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemony has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. You have the right of it. I am not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Wow, that was reasonable. Moreover, this being, ether as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue a Hemetheos, has made this ordeal far more interesting. And then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. It would be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond pandemonium. And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. Nah, go fuck yourself. Tell your dad to fuck off. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can upraise his companions. That's something that Lance and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far, it drives us to seek the right path, and to act before that path lies closed to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hephaestus in chains. It's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. Unless there's something you're not telling us, La Habrea. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think to set foot in Pandemonium again. What are you hiding? You are capable, that much is plain, yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow his talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a cycle. This is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hephaestus' words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Erechthonios. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives? What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely your performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... Punch him. Or that. You would call me fool? You who murdered your wife in service of your ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt. Oh, what the fuck? I can hear it again, that voice, inside my head. I know who to follow. Hephaestus. Father. Mother, oh, I love you so, and this voice will guide me to you. What the fuck is going on? No, listen not, Erechthonios. Is that the voice of his mom? Apologies, you taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I could never even grasp the rudder. Okay, for fuck's sake. Well, now what do we do? I guess La Habrea is supposed to use internment now? God damn it. Oh, that was the start of the quest. Good golly. Somebody have an explanation? Anybody? No? Hephaestus is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Erechthonios had made short work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was but a matter of time until it spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. Magic woven with such skill that Erichthonios himself failed to notice until it was too late. Oh. Like an emotion-activated spell? It is devious. If this is the measure of Hephaestus' power, then the other keywords had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless Hephaestus' magics fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? I'm also hearing voices, but like in a non-concerning way, maybe. As I thought, someone was trying to warn Erichthonios, but whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas, the warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Erichthonios past the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. You've been an asshole for a lifetime. This is a decent time to have, to start to repent, but couldn't you have done it like a little earlier? Alright. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperos, Erichthonios is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that we will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear. La Habrea, pray tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandemonium is called Tartaros, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Hephaestus has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That, I expect, is where Lance shall shine. His dissolute ether shall allow him to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus has had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. I'm a ghost. Boogity boogity. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success. I am afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. Oh. We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Erichthonios. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Erichthonios' feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel its still greater pain. Did you mean to protect Erichthonios with your silence? So instead of being honest, you pick her like a child. And so you drove your own son over the edge. Wow, none of these are nice, but that's okay, I don't want to be nice. Last one. And so you drove your own son over the edge. How dare you? No, you are right. The blame for Erichthonios' fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well, I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. The remaining keyword is Agdistus? Is that what that says? Agdistus, yeah. She has served in Pandemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless, even among the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Agdistus. Agdistus, maybe? We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with the ground on which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the internment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Internment shall not be necessary. From here I can sense Agdistis' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemony. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We can but take comfort in what a mercy of the underworld would be to her. It's not the first mercy kill I've made. I remember Shadowbringers. Alright. 7th circle. Ooh, 14 minutes. Getting longer. Erycthonios' mind falls into the hands of the enemy, and he is spirited away to Tartaros, Pandemonium's deepest circle. The only path to his rescue goes through Agdistis, whose magics are peerless among the keywords. Even more so now that they have been augmented by Hephaestus' endless experimentation. To deliver her soul from suffering and bring Erycthonios to safety, you must face your most daunting foe yet. I'll be fine. For fuck, I didn't even get a chance to teleport. Alright. Just want to trade in my tomestones before I forget. I'll have time to do it after the raid. I think we're gonna complete before 12 o'clock, so we'll have a little bit of time. What are we dealing with? What do we got? Oh, a tree. Oh, that's a creature, isn't it? I seem to remember the trailer slightly. Oh, yep. Killing you will be a mercy. Oh, yeah. Hephaestus fucked you up bad. I do not mind hearing the song twice. Alright, 2 Reapers, a Dancer, and a Summoner. We will try not to suck ass. I have a feeling we can get knocked over this edge. So I gotta be on the lookout for knockback effects. Especially considering it seems the hitbox for the monster covers half the arena, over half the arena. Oh god. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. There. Oh god, that's a tiny hole. Oh, at us. Over here? Okay, I see. A lot of visual-based AoEs. That's back. Oh shit! Almost missed it. I'm busy looking at my hotbar. Oh, whoa, okay. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I should probably help with some of the reses here. I got you, Mr. Reaper. Okay, we got some platform shenanigans here. Did I not raise that guy? Or did he die right away? Very possible. Oh, forbidden fruit does not sound like a fun attack. Over here. I think? Oh, no, okay, they're all dangerous. Shits. Oh, shits. I got it. Ooh, this is a very fun fight. I like all the platforms. Having to be careful and figure out which way to go. That's fun. Is this the same thing? No, this is different. Oh, shit! Wow. Can't believe I found that safe spot. Oh shit, how is this gonna work? Last time it was in the center. Got it. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna get... Oh, I'm dead. Whoops. There was a third wave of arrows that I did not see. We might be able to salvage this. There's still a healer up. They can res the other healer. There's still a healer and a tank. That's all you need. And a DPS. That's enough, right? I think you might have soft locked yourself in DTF? How do you manage that? Oh, Jesus. Oh, there goes that Reaper. I got the other healer up though. It's only 2 this time. Oh, but it's... Oh, okay, Jesus. That is rough. I see how it works though. Alright, other tank's back. That healer's dead. Might be it. Yep, there it goes. Objective is shoot up and you have 3 different orbital strikes. Ah, yep, I've done that before. I know exactly what you speak of. Yeah, you probably have to restart. I think I know exactly what kind of mission you're on, and yeah. Alright. Yeah, we know what's up now. We got this. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, that's not a good thing. One of the Reapers is DCing. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, shit. There we go. Shit. Okay, I still got it out of the way. I was worried that Servitech was going to get me. Ow. You require more room for heroics. I missed that line the first time. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by that. I didn't see it in time. Oh no, I did. I'm fine. Okay, first one is AoEs, I believe. Oh, did I get clipped on that GCD? Oh, I think I'm starting to lag a little bit. Yeah, I am. Just a bit. Unless it's the server, but it's probably not the server. Oh shit, right. I almost forgot what that was. Did our limit gauge just reset? Oh, I think it's because that one Reaper is having connection issues. This was safe last time. I was right. Alright. Everybody get ready. Oh shit, oh shit, oh boy. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Got it that time. We got this, we got this. Oh fuck, I got hit by that one. That one was way too slow. There we go. For whatever reason, I'm really bad at detecting when that one is happening. Thank you. Fuck. Ooh, I got Radiant Aegis off in time. Uh-oh! Can you res the other guy? Here, I'll do it. I got you. So you got me. Okay, we do have a tank up. I was about to say, wait a minute. Who's tanking right now? Stick here, I think. Nope. I get hit by both. Okay, I see how that works. Hey, Giant Sprout. It was going well, and then we got this one. And we're struggling a little bit. But I think this will be the run. Well, I hope it'll be. We're doing decently well. This is where we died last time, and we have less people dead this time. I want to see if she does a cast when she does the push. She doesn't. That's what's throwing me off, is I'm looking for a cast bar and there isn't one. Okay. Hmm. 2 raises. You wiped 5 times? This is our second try. I get that guy. Don't gotta worry about that. I can raise 2. Okay, okay. Now we're into unfamiliar territory. Oh, shit balls. Is that a knockback? It is. Oh, I was off center. Fuck me. I didn't line it up properly. That's okay, everyone else is alive. Yeah, like, I've been talking nonstop about how good this music is, and it's even coming up in the party chat. Like, everybody agrees that this raid music is amazing. It is really good. Glare's the one that's the circle. Yep, okay. Ready. You're starting your raise. Oh no. You safe? I think. Yes, okay. I understand the pattern for that now. Alright, watch for the pushback this time, Freelance. There it is. There we go, okay. Gotta remember that combo. Have I heard the remix? I don't think I have. Oh no. Oh, I see. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay. We've almost got it. Only 30% left, and I think we've seen all the mechanics. It was the bow first, then these guys. Oh, what? Oh, I see where you're supposed to go. Fuck, I'm dumb. I get it now. You have to go in the center on that platform. That was sort of a waste of an LB3. Doesn't really do much damage on raids. It's got one. Yeah, give her good. Gratis. What side's it gonna be? That side. We got it, we got it. Good time for Phoenix. Ooh. That's a lot of heal checks. Good. Yeah, we're all good. I got time for Fritz. Only one? Oh no, there's more. Up. Oh, am I gonna make it? Fuck. Oh, I made it. I had a longer cast than I thought. Oh shit. Oh, ball sacks. I'm gonna stay here. Almost there. Another heal check, we're fine. We're fine. We got this. Oh boy. Alright, then we're gonna go back in the center. Don't manage to kill her in time, which I think we're gonna be a bit short anyways. We got her. Oh, this! Fuck, I'm dead. Goodbye. I forgot about that follow-up. That's fine, we got her. Totally forgot about that follow-up. Not a problem. Only needed 2 tries. GG. Yeah, I don't feel bad about killing her. That was a tortured existence. Yeah, that was a crazy one going in blind. Even if I know the fight, that's a complex fight. That's a tough one. I will commend that healer. They did a great job. And I already have my loots, so I can't roll on anything. I got a ring, and I'm gonna be happy with that. Gentlemen. So am I gonna get some answers, or what's the deal here? The moment Agdistis was slain, the flow of ether and pandemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. Excuse me. It was almost as if we were ushered here. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a key ward would have been able to detect it, and even then with great difficulty. Ergo... Yep. It is the spirit of his wife. Oh no, that's Agdistis. Fuck, never mind. If only I could restore Tartaros to order, but I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. Sorry, we haven't seen his wife. That's because when she first popped up on the screen, when they showed her face, I thought he was talking about his wife. But then that was Agdistis. That's why I got confused. He says, it's been too long, Master Labrea. Likewise, keyword Agdistis. I should not be surprised you were able to break free if Hephaestus' spells, even diminished as you were. It was not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. I wonder how Dynamis fits into this. Because it seems like it's being powered by emotions, which that's what Dynamis is. And thus am I able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' commands, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. He even managed to speak to the outside world. Oh, she was the one who warned us. The report. That was you. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. Of course, that makes sense. But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There is something you must know, that the tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master La Habrea, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Erichthonios. No longer can you hide your heart away. Ah. Instant replay. How convenient. Hephaestus? No, the mask marks him as La Habrea. Master La Habrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions within Hephaestus. These are my recollections of the moments following. And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Erichthonios? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. We would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Oh, you know what? Now that I look at him, he absolutely does look like young La Habrea. Erichthonios believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? If that is what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul were mere tools, to be used and discarded. Ooh, his mama was not a good person. Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me, or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star far from his parent's shadow. Interesting. What was his mom planning? Erichthonios loved his mother more than life itself, and yet, what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is La Habrea's nature. Every action, every word a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to La Habrea to paint the rest for you, and for Erichthonios, I hope. Thank you, Igdistus. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? There she goes. Well, nice that she got to be herself for a little bit before dying. Because, boy, being a tree was rough. Hephaestus has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. I really want to know what his mom was trying to do. Very interesting. Aegdistis was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. Oh, that's awfully nice of you. One final wish. What am I looking at? What is going on in this place? Oh boy. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Erichthonios could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemithioi. I know not what his ultimate end is, but 'tis plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Erichthonios to safety, in accordance with Aegdistis' last wish. Very well. I can, at least, assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend pandemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. La Habre, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Lance's phantom warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartaros would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There was no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intent to seal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand has he become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Alright. Well then, I shall open the way forward. Maybe finish this. Together. We'll see about finishing this. Considering this is the second of 3 raid tiers. Level 4? Yep, or level 8. My mistake. Alright, yeah, I think we will finish this before 12 o'clock. Not unless the last quest takes 2 hours. So we'll have to find something to do. Okay, 10 minutes. Let's see if I can actually make it to Razadhan this time. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go refill my water first, and then I will queue up. So I'll be right back. Alright. Let's do it. See if I can make it to Razadon. Ooh, less than 5 minutes. Probably not. Lots of people doing it. Which you would think would increase the queue times, but I guess enough tanks and healers are doing it that it's not too hard to get a party together. Let's see here. Tombstone exchange. Other. Exchange. No. Tombstone trader? No, that wouldn't be it. Where do you trade in the new tombstones? This guy, maybe? Nope. Oh, isn't Radiant coding the thing I need to upgrade my weapon? Double check on that. No, Radiant Reborn. That's what I need. How do I get that? Oh, I can just pay for it. I have plenty of Aglai coins. There we go. Might as well do that. Oh, do I have another one? Yes, I have a Spiritus. Okay, can't do this right now. Hold on. I have the Shadowbringer's Relic that I'm basically just keeping, because why not? And that. Oh, right, I got the Troyan gear. Totally forgot about that. Wow, there's 590. Now we're talking. There we go. Glamored properly. Excellent. Okay, I still don't know where to hand in my old tombstones. It's not here. Oh, well, I'll look it up later. I'll look it up after the raid's done. I gotta farm that dungeon for new gear. Oh, you go to Mordona for it? Gotcha. That makes sense. This is concerning. What the fuck was she doing?
Ericthonios is mine, heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
I'll take a look at that remix later. Jesus Christ, perfect imperfection. Ooh, a different color. Guess it's because it's La Habre doing it. Converted your tombstones for crafter mats and made monies? I wouldn't even know where to begin to do that. Yeah, I'll have to take a listen to that remix. Probably not on stream because it's probably copyrighted because it's an Evanescence remix, but I'll definitely take a look at it.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Guess now we know what La Habrea sounds like, and well, no, we knew what La Habrea sounded like. It was voiced in Heavensward. What am I talking about? Genesis of Flame, okay.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
Sunforge.
Out of my sight.
Ow. Okay.
Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Close?
Sink sorrow into your heart.
Okay, I see. So you have to memorize what the different things are. To know which way to go. That's gonna be center. Okay, got it. Dragon is center, Phoenix is sides. Flame Viper is a tank buster. Got it, got it.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
What the fuck is this Athena trying to do? Okay. You are a centaur now.
You will know my rage.
Oh, center? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. I see how it is. And then back. Got it. Okay. So you just have to memorize the order. Can you do that? Okay, 25% down.
Perish in flame's embrace.
Oh, yikes. It's fine.
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
I assume those are going to explode. Yep. Makes sense. Oh. Okay. So then those are going to explode. I gotcha. Interesting. Oh, they went back. Oh no, they went to the side. Fuck. I didn't notice. I thought they maybe split up. I couldn't track their movements. Alright, that's fine. Just can't make too many mistakes in a row. I'm dead. Okay? The, raid damage got me because I'm very squishy and I had a vulnerability stack. That's on me.
I shall see my wish fulfilled.
Please heal me.
You are prey to be consumed.
Okay, he's... Oh, he changed. He's different. He's got a big arm now. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, I didn't even see these things pop up. Okay. Ectothermos. That's raid damage. Okay, got it. Okay, back to normal.
Sear flesh from bone.
What is this? Oh, what the fuck? What? I see. I see how that works now. Okay. Got it. This one's gonna be this side.
Leave naught but ash.
Got it.
in your
Got it.
way.
Got it.
Out of my sight.
Alright, alright. There's the tank buster.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Oh fuck, which one was this again? Oh, that's him changing forms. Got it. Not a problem. Good time. Oh, this shit again?
Know my rage.
Okay. Side. Got it. Wanna be here? Oh, there's more. Alright, here. And here. Ow, fuck. He did it more than I thought he would. I didn't pay close enough attention.
Who praying before a god?
It's fine. It's just a little dot. No big deal. I thought it was going to be a vulnerability stack, and I was like, I'm dead. But no.
Perish in flames embrace.
Okay, this one again.
Go forth and shake your boundless hunger.
Ooh, I got time to cast. Ooh, that's tight. That's a very tight window. I do not envy the melee DPS there. Oh, this too? Oh, shit. Ooh, that is nasty.
From fulgent flame my servants rise. Let's seep sorrow into your heart.
Alright, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're doing mostly okay. I'm reading you just up in time. Gotta remember to do that. Ooh, less good. Please heal. Oh, I should heal somebody. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just tank LB, or healer LB3.
I shall see my wish fulfilled.
It's really what you should say the LB3 for in these raids.
You are prey to
DPS LB3 doesn't do very much damage. Oh, that's new. Fuck. I'm good. Less good. Ooh. It's getting a little tight. Oh, we're fine. We're fine.
leave
We got
none but
this.
ash in your wake.
Oh, what? What? Canceled my ruby right there. Did I move too quickly? Didn't think I moved at all, but I must have. One last Ackmorn for the road. Got him. First try, not a problem. That's a cool fight. None of these raids have missed so far. Sick. Pandemonium Abyssos complete. Cool, cool, cool. All of those were good. GG. Is there an extra? Oh yeah, there is. There's a wind-up Ericthonius. 21. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Let's command that healer. Can you fall off of this? No, you can't. Pass on this. Nope, didn't get it. Didn't expect to at a 21. That's fine. I'm sure we'll be doing this multiple times, just like Pandemonium. The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I confined you here. Now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. I see you will not go peacefully. I had a feeling this was gonna become an issue. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride, though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Ericthonios' dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Well, then why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Ericthonios, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? I don't know if you're one to talk. Morning, sunshine. It's bad out here. My wish? Would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father, yet you bind his Maudian body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Ericthonios beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance, and for that choice I bear the responsibility. Yet he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. As a great cinematographer, like, camera angle there, a shot, scene, you know what I mean. Yet he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You who are not but the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother? She... No, then who... How do I... Hearken to your heart. Some real Kingdom Hearts shit. I hear you. I owe you and Themis an apology. Athena, did you ever... In La Habrea, Another great shot as well. I will have my say! They're up in their game when it comes to these cutscenes. Wow, his mind was mine. I can't explain. Lance's words reached me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. This is some anime bullshit, and I love it. Oh, I thought we were gonna... Well, I mean, I guess in German still works, I guess. But he did it on his own. Look, our boy's grown up. He's strong. How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've interred much worse. It's your boy! Look at your boy! He's doing it all on his own! You worthless! You! Arrgh! Oh, jeez. Extra internment. You go to super jail. Oh, they put him in a crystal. Interesting. I mean, that works. Yeah, it probably took just about all the ether you had, because you don't have that much. It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. Yeah, you're going to want to keep that very, very close. How do we get to a third raid tier from here? What happens now? You did well, son. My dad's proud of me. Well done, son. With Hephaestos' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Ericthonios above, that he would bind Hephaestos with only half his senses intact. You quite understand his adeptus in the art of internment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. We'll take it. I guess we just get to hang out here. Truth imperfect. Alright, let's hear what's going on with Athena here. Because I'm very curious. What did Athena intend? What was her master plan? I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. Hey, Elidibus. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus, and the force assailing Pandemonium's barriers has ceased. Are you rid of him for good and all? It was rad! You should have been here. I see. Despite his muddled senses, Ericthonios felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. La Habrea, was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed, he was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away, a mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale, of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me? I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Alright, let's hear this. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of La Habrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fantasy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. Is her research how they become Ashians? How they managed to become Ashians? That might be the case, because I don't think we got an explanation as to how they managed that. Maybe we'll see. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. I take it I was born not soon after. Just so. I believed she bore true affection for me and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agdistus to keep watch from Tartarus's vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. As for what occurred next, it is best to see with your own eyes. Flashback time? Is that me? You are well aware that out of respect for our neighbors in Elpis, the researchers of Pandemonium are not to be masked. But you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick are you to rebuke me, that though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Agdistus forever. As well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Erechthonios, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time has come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. Feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware, but you did not deign to descend from your lofty heights to simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great La Habrea, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and we shall know one another more deeply than ever before. Impossible. You bonded your souls? Aye. That the boundaries between us would cease to be, she offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become the memory and mind. This is what they did at the end of Heavensward. This is how La Habrea knew how to do it. And I, thee. What a callback. Explaining Ashian Prime? Very interesting. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the selfsame fervor. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. 'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was, and live only as La Habrea. Ooh. Interesting. So the La Habrea that we encountered was both halves. Together. I think, because he had the full mask. Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Oh shit, did this explain why La Habrea was the way he was? In The Realm Reborn? Why he was like the card-carrying villain? It was because he had the path that was polluted by Athena within him? Oh shit. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Igayorm and Emmett Selk in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored. As well they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures, and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Hephaestus doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? This would be a very convoluted lie, if he was lying. He did promise. I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me, even knowing how I felt about my mother? The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw, after all. I'm still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me, or not. There's the Undertale theme. The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say. Thank you, Hephaestus. Come on, smile. You cold-hearted bastard. How did we get a third raid tier out of this? I'm still unclear. That was the start of the quest. Okay. I have a feeling we're going to learn more. I've heard enough. There's more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. Alrighty. This place is fucking wild. Yeah, the ancients were not big on floors, it seems. Just a lot of smoky abysses. It'll become clear by the end of the chain? That's what I'm hoping. How's it going, Donovan? Welcome in. Enjoy your 30-minute long cutscene. Is it really that long? I owe you an apology, Lance. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themos hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would never have never known that La Habrea... Try that again. Then I would have never known La Habrea's story. My father's story. It was a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azem upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much of this he foresaw. I am afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartaros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments, and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. I think I said raisin and not reason. There is yet the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' aether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There was another? There is another. Gainsay? Oh yeah, they use a lot of very fancy words in FF14. You should meet Uranger. You'll get to know him eventually. While imbuing in crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. No, this isn't the one that I told you to watch out for with the unintelligible bullshit. That's Urianger. Probably won't see him again until more MSQ happens. And even then, I don't even know when. It'll probably be a while before we see Urianger again. I could probably go back and watch some cutscenes. This also means that someone besides the present company and Azem was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Urianger. It's a French name. It's Uringer. Very strange. A lot of French pronunciations in FF14, at least in Aroma Born. Then why would they not make themselves known even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. Close. If you take out the Y and then you delete the space in the center, that's his name. Urianger. That task may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure and we will share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us and continue upon your journey. Or, if you are so inclined, take a much-needed repose. This talk of journeys smacks of Azem. Oh, the pronunciation. Yeah, that's phonetically, that's kind of close. Urion Angers. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to phonetically pronounce or phonetically spell Angers. Anjay, I guess. Angers. It's an exceptionally soft J. Anger. Yuri Anger. I mean, you could pronounce it incorrectly. Nothing can stop you. As well it should. He has pledged to keep moving until he has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to La Habrea. He may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. I can and I will. Alright, back to Aporia. That wasn't 30 minutes. This one might be, though. Because it's not the, it's not the last, part of the quest chain. I don't see no check mark. Why, if it isn't Lance, excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. It wasn't 30 minutes, words to regret? Oh, fuck. You see, communication with the airship Professor Claudian commissioned for his search was lost some time ago, and now we have quite lost track of where he might be. And to make matters worse, Nemgigi has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. Excuse me. I was just on my way to the Aisha scope. In fact, please, you must come with me. Oh, excuse me. Fuck. Oh, come on. What does this mean? Son of a bitch. What? What is that? Is it real? How the fuck did this happen? Oh. Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? I was gonna guess it was Fortuno. It means third rate tier? You're not wrong. And you two, Professor Claudian's assistants, I take it? As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. I don't really have one. Not for that, at least. That's a new one. I got nothing on that. How do you not trip over that dress? Or that skirt? Seems very impractical. While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated that he was on his way to Azizla, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination. A rash endeavor, even for Claudian, but he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, Pandemonium was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled as to minimize panic. You guys are real good at that. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two, submit a detailed report to the forum at once. Oh, his dress doesn't actually reach the floor. I thought it did. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such time that our investigation has concluded. Very good. Now, if you will excuse me, I must apprise the forum of what has occurred here. Okay. Just when we need him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party or phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder if the facility itself traversed the ages. Did the creations within do the same? What are the keywords? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortuneau asked and write that report. As for you, Lance, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Okay, sure. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't 30 minutes at all. Alright. How do you unlock Savage? Or is Savage not out yet? Is that coming in the 2.5? Or 0.25, I should say. That might be explaining why you can't see the weapons in the thing exchange. Alright, before I forget, I'm going to go to Mordona. And I'm going to turn in my stuff. Savage is out next week? Gotcha. When does 0.25 come out? Because that's when the Relic Weapon quest starts, right? Which reminds me, I have to do, Hildebrand. I haven't done that yet. I still haven't even started the Heavensward Hildebrand stuff. Oh, it occurs to me, I probably don't have room. Never mind, Radzadan first. What's the card? What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. We still have an hour left in stream. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen some of the stuff from Hildebrand and I'm looking forward to it. Probably, I think what I'll do is I'll stop the recording here for the VOD and then we'll see what we can do for the last hour. Yeah. So let me